Ukraine has secretly begun defending the area with US-supplied long-range ballistic missiles. The weapons were part of a $300 million, £240 million aid package that was approved by US President Joe Biden in March and arrived this month. They have already been used at least once to strike Russian targets in occupied Crimea, US media report. It is not clear how many of the weapons have been sent to Ukraine. The US had previously supplied Ukraine with a mid-range version of the Army tactical missile systems, nytimes, but had been reluctant to send anything more powerful, partly over concerns about compromising US military readiness. Mr. Biden is said to have secretly given the green light to send the long-range system, which can fire missiles distances of up to 300 kilometers, 186 miles, in February. I can confirm that the United States provided Ukraine with long-range nytimes at the President's direct direction, State Department spokesman Vedant Patel said. He added that the U.S. did not announce this at the onset in order to maintain operational security for Ukraine at their request. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, meanwhile, said at a media briefing that Washington planned to send more of the missiles to Ukraine. They will make a difference. But as I've said before at this podium, there is no silver bullet, he said. The longer-range missiles were used for the first time last week to strike a Russian airfield in occupied Crimea, Reuters quoted an unnamed U.S. official as saying. And the new missiles were also used in an attack on Russian troops in the port city of Berdyansk overnight on Tuesday, the New York Times reported. Kyiv has recently stepped up its calls for Western assistance as Russia makes steady gains in its invasion. Now we will do everything to make up for half a year spent in debates and doubts, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said of the newly approved aid. What the Russian occupier was able to do during this time, what Putin is now planning, we must turn against him. Mr. Zelensky recently warned that a full-scale Russian offensive was expected in the coming weeks after Ukraine's loss of the city of Avdiivka during the winter. Ukrainian forces have suffered from a shortage of ammunition and air defense systems in recent months, and officials have blamed delays in military aid from the US and other Western allies for the loss of lives and territory. Mr. Sullivan said on Wednesday it was certainly possible that Russia could make additional tactical gains in the coming weeks,